Into the sky! Surprise! Clouds beneath me!
So as we can see, with miles in the air still left to go, I personally think, I, Dapper Dice, hereby decree that cooldown Wukong is probably the best way to go. Because even without any gimmicks, without any flashes and blinks, the fact that you can do running in the air, jump, running in the air, speed boost, is enough to get an insane distance. From touching the ground in the duo lane here to landing over here at a higher elevation, you know, you can do some crazy stuff. And for those that want to play Wukong but don't know this fact, you can start the sprint animation midair to get you just a little bit more distance than you might normally think you could. Plus, while running, that is a wonderful tactic to have, because every second you need to run counts. So, this is obviously in a custom game, so I could have access to the map without being interrupted. So I can guarantee get to full build, so my teammates don't potentially throw, or I don't throw. But, again, as you can see, it is 100% doable to go from solo lane to duo lane without touching the ground. Is it actually able to be done without using a blinkstone? That I don't know. I'd be cutting it close. Oh wow, no, it's entirely doable even without a blinkstone. My god. Holy hell. Normally I would use the blinkstone as a way to like buffer and give myself more height. Nope, you can do this entire thing without even touching a goddamn blinkstone. And as you can see, I'm still in the air. I still haven't touched the ground. So, for anyone curious, I am going to coin cooldown Wukong as probably the best build for him. And I'm still able to dance around the air quite proficiently for quite some time. And with that, that is going to be all for this video. This is all I wanted to show. I just wanted to show that 4 AD items, so Cloud Storm, Vamp Sword, Ghost Axe, or Great Sword of the Hurricane, or it could be any of the physical cooldown reductions, but only up to 40%, because there's a max cap at 40%. If I were to get Dakima's Cannon or Marauder's Watch, nothing more would be done. There would be no more room. And apparently you don't even need the Gemstone of Bravery for, you know, making it from lane to lane on touching the ground. So, you know, good for you there. But most people should take Wukong in the off lane, because he thrives better there and doesn't get bullied as too terribly much. Plus, in the off lane, you're able to use his stance change passive of marking Tions more often than jungle monsters, because it only marks them on spawn, not random chance while they're alive. So, that's going to be all for this video. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed the showcase of Wukong being nuts. Potentially, at least. Again, not the best brawler, and I want people to realize that he's not a great fighter. He is good in combat, don't get me wrong. But he doesn't have the highest DPS in the game. He's a nimble assassin split laner, where he runs to a lane, causes some distraction there, causes some push pressure, and then he leaves the lane. Don't expect to 1v5 with this champion. If that's what you're expecting, Wukong's going to feel weak as hell. But until then, again, Dapper Dice is coining and claiming, at least publicly, that cooldown Wukong is probably his best iteration. Because all of these items are just good on their own, too. Maybe sans Ghost Axe. But, you know, Vamp Sword, pretty common. Great Sword of the Hurricane. Physical defense. Reduction on enemies, and bolstering yourself, giving you that survivability that Wukong needs. Cloud Storm if you want to get places farther while airwalking. Or you could do Dakima's Cannon, which your right click will slow on hit, as well as the ground slam. Because Wukong needs every chance he can get to keep people close. as well as that 40% defense nullification. Really good if you're fighting a lot of tanks. And then Mirage's Watch is just good on its own. Underrated item, for sure. If you really do want that skill cooldown and the ability to get out of any situation, Mirage's Watch is good for you. And that does leave, you know, either a stone or... like a stone or an item, or then an item. So this gives a lot of flexibility as a part of your build. Like if you want to do Zima's Toy, or if you want to do Zima's Toy and then Emergency Treatment, and just opt to not have a stone. This build is very flexible, and it only needs 4 core items. Really, any of these 4. So, with that, I hope you all had a wonderful day. Again, I want people to just keep sharing Paragon the Overprimed. I think this game's amazing, and I want more people to know about it. So I will keep advertising it in my own right, doing videos on this, and showing the more, like, meme-ish things you can do, where it might not have the best utility, but, you know, just the ability to do stuff like this, to just hover miles above the battlefield. You know, you're not going to be able to do that, really, with other champions. Like, you can, with this sort of build, you can dash up and punch a Gideon out while he's in his ultimate. So this height has some uses. Maybe not too terribly many, but it has some. So with that, I hope you all had a wonderful rest of I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day. I will see you guys again later. Bye-bye!